Elephant money is a complex DeFi Ponzi that you've never heard of, baby dolls. But today we're going to learn about the lessons of elephant money because I think it's a fantastical story and really gives you an idea about crypto, DeFi, and how we have gotten to where we are today. You see, you probably look around and you're like, whoa, there's just all these meme coins and all these things going up. Yeah, but it wasn't always like that, friends. It wasn't always just the meme coins. Before the meme coins, we had utility, DeFi, decentralized finance. Back in the year 2020, friends, were you around in that year? I certainly was. Back in 2020, friends, this was the DeFi existence which popped up. It was right here. It was right in this zone where DeFi really caught retail attention. During this time, the world had like 0% yield, remember, on interest rates because it was pretty much Ponzi time. And they had to print money. We had the zombie virus and everything. But pretty much what ended up happening was humans, we got an appetite for yield. And Ethereum had all the DeFi products put on there. It was the home innovator, the hotbed of innovation. We had Compound Finance. They're just like Aave. They gave a token out just for using their platform. And that sparked an imagination. And then you had Uniswap, which wasn't popular, but it was being used. But then everyone just combined that. They went, oh my gosh, look at this connection. We could make a token given out to people for like using a platform, and then they can go buy and sell the token on a decentralized exchange, Uniswap, and everyone's minds just went. If you go back to that time, many videos made by Ivan on Tech, Sir Ivan the Great, talking about, man, if you're not using Uniswap, you aren't even using crypto. I remember him saying that over and over again. It was so true. And look where we are today. So we had this DeFi emergence. We had we had the Chainlink Oracle narratives. You had synthetics and perpetual swaps and anything to do with finance. And it had this big boom and bust cycle. But then people learned in the midst of the crashes. They learned as everything goes down. Aave, Chart, Rex, Synthetics, Rec, Link, Rect. I mean, Hex and everything else, man, same thing. We learned just because you have people excited today using your product today doesn't necessarily mean they will hold the token. All right. And it's very important to know this because it's easy to go look at the Hex chart and go, well, you're down heaps. You didn't work out because you're just handing out yield. Okay. You would think that a utility product like Aave, where you have an actual supply and demand of the market, everybody's supplying and demanding the tokens, right? They're borrowing. You would think like, okay, you have a real use case. How's the Aave token doing? Down 90% plus. And this is the chart right here now, friends. Bang, you see that? Down 92%. Now, I'm hoping, friends, hopefully these things, because they're so volatile, I'm hoping they go up and they show us friendship and justices that we deserve. But it's not a guarantee, right? It's not a guarantee. So what ends up happening, friends, is we also had a 2021 bull market where people, friends, you really got to understand this, how we got here. So first we started with the utility. You started with, all right, you've got a decentralized exchange, and then there's yield you can earn from supplying the tokens, liquidity providing. You also have Aave, where you can supply your token and the natural market forces will give you a yield on it. So you can supply DAI for 7% today because everyone wants to borrow it because they want to go buy poop coins, right? Now, what ended up happening was people said, guess what, man? We like your yield thing. Forget the utility part. We just want the yield. And so humans, in the height of greed, we went further down the curve. All right, we went further to the extreme part. So we had DeFi 1.0, but then it exploded into DeFi 2.0, DeFi 2 at the end of 2021. That was Olympus DAO. That was Hex. That was Time Wonderland. It was products, and that was also SafeMoon. Okay, it was products that you just got yield. And it was people in the closed-circle Ponzi. Now, if you remember my videos, friends, from a year and a half ago, last year, I made videos talking about closed-circle Ponzi. So this is why I blew everybody's minds. It was earth-shattering. I was explaining to everyone how we have a circle, right? You have a circle here just to show you. Let's show you right now. So you have a circle here. We're actually going to draw it. And all these people, they make products. Product 1, product 2, product 3. And people think, so you're on product 1, and then they make number 2. They go, oh, you're number 2. Oh, you're number 3. And people think you're actually growing the pie bigger. But you are not growing the pie bigger. Growing the pie bigger would be adoption. Okay, that would be growing the pie bigger. Instead, it circles in and then it drains itself in the middle. Okay, so that's a closed circle Ponzi. And that's why, friends, it's really important to onboard new people into the system that you're in. So where does Elephant Money fit into that? Well, it's just one of those DeFi Ponzis where it was the same thing, friends. So they have a tax. Friends, like SafeMoon did this. So you got to remember, right? If you're in a product, you got to always ask yourself, where's the yield? Where is the yield coming from? Now, you know, in Uniswap, if you're providing liquidity, the yield is people's fees back and forth, trading back and forth. So you always got to ask, where is the yield coming from? If you don't know where the yield's coming from, you're the yield. All right, so that's what it comes down to. Now, obviously, you need more people to keep joining in. Otherwise, the Ponzi implodes. Now, of course, friends, I use the word Ponzi, but we know, like, the word Ponzi means you don't know exactly how these things go up. It's like obfuscated, all right? But we use this, it's a short term, all right? We don't want to waste our time, like, 3 sentences explaining like a project. Funny in crypto, friends, if something just doesn't go up, it's a Ponzi. That's it. If it doesn't go up, that's it. You know why? It's because everybody has a roadmap growth idea in their head, and you need the growth of people to come in. So people always say we're just going to keep onboarding more people because of the game theory or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty much that's why everyone says, you're basically just a Ponzi, because if it goes down, you have no real roadmap anyway, and then your thing basically doesn't work. And people say, like, for example, no, it still does work. It's just that it can't maintain USD purchasing power. Yeah, but the whole reason we're in that system is to be a better US dollar. So if you can't even maintain purchasing power against the US dollar over time, you just die off as a network effect, then you're not better than the fiat system. You're worse. You took their fiat, you made them lose even more of that. Okay, we're meant to accelerate that. That's what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin has accelerated your purchasing power against USD over time. Now, friends, this is Elephant Money. Now, Elephant Money has this price chart, I'll show you right here. And I want you to have a guess. When did the Elephant Money friends start yelling at me? It was right here. Now, there is a gentleman in my comment section. I think you're still here, bro. His name is literally just Elephant Money. And I see him commenting all the time, and he's very nasty sometimes. Always like doing anti-Sommi posts. I'm like, I'll let him go. Because I hadn't checked this price chart in like 6 months. I thought, well, if he's talking so much smack about me, this must have the greatest price chart of all time. And I went and checked it. It's down 86%. All right, 86%. Now, you're wondering why. By the way, you're wondering what this was? I think there was a bug or something. I don't know what happened, but they ended up recovering it. And the Ponzi went up, had its natural birth and death. Now, this is the interesting part, just to show you, right? It was interesting. We've seen this so many times, friends. Most people haven't heard an Elephant Money at all. If you go to their website, friends, now they've changed Elephant Money. Now they have a new token, Trunk. It's kind of like, we can't make the Ponzi go up. We've got to make another one, all right? Now, when it comes to these coins, you will have friends and family. I'm trying to help you, friends. I'm actually going to go to the website and just show you right now. Whenever you see these things, what I'm about to show you right now, whenever you see stuff like this on the website, our partners, you see all these, Certic bubble maps, mentioned by, this is very dangerous, friends. You see this? When you see this, run for the hills. Get your friends and family out. Be careful. Now, here's the thing. These things can go very far. So they either go straight to zero or they go very far, like Elephant Money. It went very far, okay? So when you see that, we are mentioned in time, okay? We are mentioned here. This is, you got to really, really, really be careful, friends. Really be careful, okay? I'm not even joking, because when you see like BSC News and Financian and Crypto News and Benzinga and all of these, okay? It's really, Morningstar, Yahoo Finance. That is the normies trap, all right? The normies trap. They come in and they see that and they're like, oh, wow, I've seen those names. No, be careful, all right? Now, why do you actually got to be careful? Because you're like, Sommi, but there are a lot of coins that go up and down. Yeah, friends, I'll just be here to help you understand with some nice, gentle angel music, because I got to calm everyone down. There's everyone yelling at me already. Put your elephant trunk down. Keep your pants up, please. Okay, it's a family-friendly show. Look, in crypto, it's about the network effect. That is how we're all valued. Until someone finds a way to make a productive asset like Ethereum, where that isn't exuberantly priced, right? Now, these network effects, friends, you need a powerful meme or a reason to believe to be able to hold on to that for the average participant. So here's the thing. If you are onboarding people just for the number go up, just for the yield, you are playing a losing game, because the yield will eventually go down, the number will eventually go down, and then people only came for that and they will leave when it goes the other way. and they'll all chase over each other to go out. If you were to give advice, let's say, friends, let's say you had children, and let's say your son's turning 18 years old and your daughter's turning 18 years old, and you're like, hey, when you go out there, you will have to see different personalities of people. You're going to probably fall in love with the wrong ones at the start. However, remember this. If you only look for physical looks for your partner, you are doomed to fail. You have failed before you even step foot in the door, because we will all age. People will gain weight. They grow hair in different places. You will get old. Your skin will get saggy. And what's left? If that person is just like a vapid, empty type of Kim Kardashian-ish, like, you know, just airhead, where all they care about is maybe like superficial stuff, like, you know, money, which is just digital fiat that the government prints because they don't even understand money, or they just care about shiny stuff, or they just care about looks. Okay, when that fades away, you will literally have nothing, just a shell. And inside that shell will be poop, fish poop, okay, and oyster poop, even some turtle poop. All types of sea creature poop is going to be inside this shell. You don't want to be hanging around with the poop. So you have to find people's charm and personality. You have to see, do they have something more? What are their desires? Do they motivate people? Or maybe you find a woman, maybe she's just a good mother. Maybe she's a good family girl, whatever it is. You understand? You can't just go for looks. Maybe she's into rock climbing. I don't know. Okay, now, it's the same thing in crypto. So if I had an 18-year-old son, I'm like, okay, or a daughter, you're going out to crypto, there's a lot of scams. But my gosh, you cannot go for a coin where they're only there to celebrate the coin price go up. Okay, yes, it's nice to also have that, but it can't be the sole reason. If it is the sole reason, you got nothing when you go the other way. You got nothing, okay? So with elephant money, friends, okay, cool, it's cool. You got the elephant money, you know, this is a website, you know, it's now they have an actual, like I'll show you trunk coin. There's another one, obviously, so you obviously know what ends up happening, okay? So this is like super important to think about, all right? Now, when I checked them last, they had all these closed circle complex DeFi products. So what ended up happening was I tagged them once. And I swear, friends, I was living the ghost of Eric Wall from the HEX community. I was literally living his ghost because I tagged Elephant Money once. I was like, oh yeah, it's obviously a Ponzi. Yeah, I hope it goes up. It's going to blow up anyway one day. Like, I'm not in at the earliest. So like, you know, friends, I would get into these. The thing is, man, you know, I'd love to get into these early. I didn't hear about it here though. You didn't tell me about the DeFi Ponzi here. You told me about it up here. Okay, when it was like 500, 600 million market cap. Now it's done. Okay, now it's on its way down. Okay, so you see, so you know the game, but it is musical chairs to an extent. Okay, and they called all these, look, friends, all they did was, you probably want to know, what's a revolution? How'd it go up? They have a buy and sell tax of 10%. And what they do is they take that 10% and they split up so many ways. They go, oh, 2% is going to go to this, they give it a name, like the waterfall. One of them is called futures. It's like your future savings account. It goes up here, and then what it does is it grabs yield from someone else buying and selling over there, and it does this. This all it depends. It's meant to be complicated so people don't understand it. Because if people really understood what was going on, the closed circle Ponzi, they're like, oh, I'm done. It's just a closed circle Ponzi, right? Depends. It's literally like you see a bunch of trailer park people with no teeth. Maybe they're on meth, just like fighting. Like, do you really need to know why Cletus slept with his sister? Like, do you really need to know the details about what was said in the message, what messages they were talking, sending each other? No, you're like, oh, what color underwear they were wearing when they slept together. You don't need to know that. You're just like, you know what? Something's going on in this trailer park where no one's got any teeth. I don't see orange juice anywhere. I'm out. You see what I mean? It's the same thing. Now, they call it revolutionary every time. I want to tell you that these things, man, it's as old as time itself. It's always like a complex yield curve thing or yield thing that, okay, you're too dumb to understand. It's revolutionary. They use all these buzzwords. No, it's not, bro. You take money from one end, you go route it somewhere else. That's it. And then, look, it attracts enough people to think it's new because here's the thing, man. If you get enough of a snowball at the start, there are people in one end of the closed circle Ponzi, part of the farm, okay? They're just receiving money from the people who join in. So it's like a pyramid structure, right? But because they're so excited about the money, they go tell other people who come and join behind them. And the pyramid just keeps going until eventually stops. So when I was investigating, friends, what the revolution was, of course, I was like, well, you're just another buy-sell tax, 10%. And they had a very aggressive and passionate community like Hex. And look, here's things, friends, on their website. So this is the ultimate difference, right? Elephant Money Futures is a high-yield cash flow engine that earns up to 182% APR daily on cash. By the way, there was someone in 2021, they got sued. The government fined them millions of dollars, 10, 20, like some big amount, millions and millions of dollars. They had to take them down. Do you want to know why? Because on their website, they said you could earn yield on cash. And the US government have reserved the international right to be the meme of cash. When you think of cash, you think of US dollar. And if you are a website that claims that you are giving yield on cash, they're like, no, you're not. We are the money printer, buddy. We give the yield because that's where yield comes from. The US government gives the yield. They print the money for the yield. Okay, so US government have to protect people like that. They go, hey, we can't just say everybody prints the money. You don't have a money printer. We do. And they did get fined for that. Now, the Elephant Money people didn't, but this is, friends, I'm not joking. The US government, just on this word, the cash alone, that is the most devastating part. That's why Richard Hart in Hex, he goes, no, you earn the yield on Hex. You get paid Hex tokens. So they make a very clear distinction. All right? Very, very, very important. Now, you also see, friends, like you just see, from there, you can use many strategies to grow a nest egg, smooth out cash flow, or simply grow profits. I mean, as you get to see, right, you just minus 86%. So that's how it all ends, okay? Now, also interesting, right? Many times the Elephant Money community, they demanded that I bring on their field experts. I remember they were just spamming me back in the end of 2022. And they said, they obviously want to challenge me. They're like, nah, bring on an expert. You're just a fudder, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, I don't care about you. Good luck. He's got in early. I hope it keeps growing. But it's the same DeFi Ponzi yield every time, okay? And as I mentioned here, I was stepping into the shoes of Eric Wall. So everyone knows this, right? Eric described to the Hex community, as he spoke to them often, he was always talking about, hey, man, your inflation is too high. And his criticisms were like, look, you're just another inflation handout coin. That's all you are. You have a new game mechanic. You've added game mechanics to Bitcoin and just handing out your inflation. All right? And Eric would always mention, that people are just there for the yield. And then when the yield goes down or Richard can't deliver, people sell and quit and then everything implodes. Well, friends, here's the thing, man. Like Hex went up 300x first, though. So he was right, but Hex went up 300x first. So that's something with these. You never know how far these things can grow. That's all. And you can even see the price chart, right? So this is the EHEX price chart, as you get to see. There you go. So Eric was fighting. So here you go, friends. So day one adoption amplifier is how I measure a lot of them. There you go. It was like 290x, 300x. Okay. I know a lot of people want to measure from the 10,000x marquee. I measure from day one believers. That's what I like to measure, from day one to 3 believers. So yeah, it went up like 300x. You can get some free yield by that by doing short-term staking yield. So it's more like, almost 500x really. Isn't that cool though? Went up 500x, then you dropped 98%. So that's something to think about. However, friends, you're probably wondering, wait a minute, isn't it the same thing? Yeah, here's the thing though. People in Hex, they are there for Richard Hart principles. Those are the people who have remained. Unfortunately, too many people were onboarded because of number go up. They were onboarded specifically because of best price chart, best fundamentals, best bear market hedge ever, like all of these. Now that it's gone, they all sell. And they realize, oh, this isn't good. I'm just getting dumped on by early people. So it brings us to where we are today. Now, obviously, I'm still bullish, friends, of course. Still bullish because I'm always playing for the next bull market, okay? You're always playing for them. I'm just describing to you the story of how these things happen, okay? Because everything's always got a story, right? So if you look, I looked into Elephant Money, right? And then I saw they had like 6 different DeFi products and it was just Ponzi yield taxing. So people don't even know why they're there. They're just like, oh, I love this thing. Well, you don't really like it, bro. If I took away the yield, you got nothing there yet. See, friends, if you took away, say, Hex's price chart, which is what we did, you still have a community. There are 170 content creators. There are 70 plus streamers. There's Matty Allen's Hex conferences. You have a community still there. There's PulseChain, there's PulseX, all of these. You have all the communities around there. You've got Mr. Dipcatcher's long-term, the Decky, Maxi stuff. You've got Mr. Alex Magic Beard from Icosa Hedron. You have those friends. You see what I mean? So there is residual stuff there. Now, obviously, your job is to try figure out, hey, can this get to a 50 billion valuation again? Can I get to that? That's obviously what you got to think about, right? Now, what happened to Elephant Money? Well, Elephant Money goes down, and now they had another coin. You see at the start, friends, this was meant to be $1. So here's $1. It stays at $1, and then it depegged. Bang, 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 bang. It drops 95%. And now, though, it's repegging. But if you didn't know, you're probably wondering, where's all the liquidity coming from? Oh, all these losses, probably. You see that? Isn't that crazy, friends? So this goes down and down. People paying out the yield. It's going out here. But look, this thing started at $1. It goes down. They pump the Ponzi. They're moving money around. It is what it is, okay? So don't quote me, by the way. So this is the thing, friends. What people do is they might even show my video to other people, and what they'll do is they'll cut out every one of the videos. I know the tricks that the fraudsters do, friends, the Ponzi fraudsters do, is they'll leave out my whole video and they'll go to one part where I'm wrong about something, because I don't have time to read 18,000 hours of your complex DeFi stuff, bro. We know how it ends, okay? But what they do is they show everybody in the community, hey, this person's wrong. He didn't even do his research. He said this when it should be that. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter, bro. You're watching a trailer park. They have no teeth. They're injecting meth. They're smoking meth. They're snorting meth. They're doing everything with meth. You know what I mean? There's incest going on. You don't need to really know. Oh, did Cletus bang Sarah, his sister? No, it was, Bigsby. Bigsby banged his sister. Cletus just watched. Like, who cares, bro? You know what I mean? You're just watching like a campfire of just everyone rolling around. You want to do a 180 and get out of there. So that's pretty much what you have to, you're developing our filter for this. Now, for everyone in here, I'm very happy for you guys, because actually the Ponzi is reflating here. Hopefully you get to make some money back. But yeah, I mean, like, just be careful with these, friends. Just here to help you, okay? So it was $1, dropped 95%, and that thing comes out. So on the Elephant Money website, friends, they don't have the elephant token anymore. It's just Trunk. Yay, come get Trunk! Right, so hold a superior store of value in Elephant or mint unlimited NFTs and stuff. So, yeah, man, it's just the same thing. They're always moving stuff around. But, like, I'll be honest, right? It does remind me, okay? It would be like the EHEX thing where, let's delete the EHEX chart. Let's pretend that never exists. Okay, and let's move on to something else. See? Not a good look at all. That's failed Ponzi stuff, to be honest. Now, obviously, friends, very, very bullish. Still very bullish, because there's 170,000 Ethereum that might like buying part of that HEX. That's what I'm saying. But it's just showing you it is not a good look when you do that. But that's why the community is growing beyond that. And see, when outsiders just have like a 5-second quick look at HEX, that's all they see. They're like, okay, you're a Ponzi, you failed, you're down 99%. You try to do the migration scam to PHEX. We don't believe you. You're still HEX to us. That's the coin. Now you want to change your mind because you couldn't make the price go up. Friends, I'm telling you, that's what everybody says. And you know what? Their summaries are fair. But here's the thing, man. For you to then conclude you shouldn't be long from here, now that is interesting, because you're basically saying, okay, yes, all these things went up. No any expectations. Richard Hart's dominance used to be 2.25% of crypto. Now it's 0.08%. All right. It's down 28x from his peak, which is a big, big, big amount. All right. Down 28x. If you do, just to show you how much it's down, friends, that is down 96.4%. Huge. That's, by the way, that's including PulseX, EHEX, and PHEX together. So Richard Hart is down 96.4% from his peak of 2021. Okay, once again, that is including Pulse Positive. That's not the dilution effect. That's all of it added up, all right? But now you got to think about the future. So I've just shown you Elephant Money. Okay, Elephant Money, what is there to celebrate? Yield? Okay. PulseChain has a lot of different communities on there. You have the Atropa ecosystem. You got 9inch. You got Tangang. You have all these devs cooking. We've got games and stuff appearing now. Interesting. We've got a very loud megaphone. We got the greatest store of value known to mankind called HEX. Okay. And there's two of them. Also lives on Vitalik's chain. See what I mean? We have even Richard Hart's brother, Shane Schuler, who is 100% confirmed, DNA confirmed Richard's brother. Yeah, even he's on PulseChain, of course. He believes in his brother. He also likes Monero. See, friends, you have all these. You can't look at this and then conclude to me that you're not interested in that 170,000 ETH which might rotate. Now you're just playing silly for a reason. You're just hating to hate. So there is a silver lining to all these. You just get to see the danger of what happens. You only onboard for yield. Yeah. You know, Bitcoin, friends, it was just the most fascinating part was people only like Bitcoin because the number go up. However, big however, they were not onboarded because of the number go up. They were onboarded because they believed in something from day one. People who got into Bitcoin believed in Satoshi. They believed it's time to fix the money, fix the world. They believed in it. They really did believe. They believe it could work. And they said, F you to the government. We want our own money, the people's currency. They believed in it, and here it is today. When it comes to the early marketing of HEX, it was just focusing on number go up, vapored people, empty, people who are just pure there to brag, pure there for ego. And I guess Richard onboarded them because he just wanted the most amount of people at any cost. But deep down, I know if he could go back in time, there is no way he will do that. No way in hell. After seeing the results of this, nah. You don't want those people. I think it was a mistake paying him this so fast. I think it was a big mistake. That's just, I think so. But you can't say mistake. It's because you're doing this in real time. But I'm sure you agree out there. You go, oh yeah, there are a lot of ungrateful people that should not have been rewarded. Okay. However, maybe they're rinsed out now. Maybe we get to see the friendship of the bull market. Okay. If you're in Elephant Money, friends, like God bless you. Just like I was trying to look at this, my earlier posts. Look at this. Elephant Money, do not buy. It's one of those typical DeFi structures. They make you pay 10% to buy, sell. The money gets routed to existing holders. It's another musical chairs. They're great as long as the music keeps going. I put a red circle on the exact week Elephant Money guys made hate threads about me. See, that was literally as much higher, friends. It was on its way down. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It's always the same game. I hope this keeps going up for everyone, but you should always protect yourself to the downside just in case your community isn't as sticky as you think. That is the truth. Is your community sticky? Well, here's the thing, man. HEX already survived minus 99%. The community is still there. All right, that's something to think about. With these other coins, can they survive it? That's always something you got to be measuring. That's why you and I are friends forever. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you in the next one.